Welcome, children, back to the MFL Today, episode number 8, the Week 7 recap and Week 8 preview. Man, we had one hell of a week. Let's get into it. Grand City, first, we're going to start off on a sad note, or a bad note, whatever you want to call it. Grand City forfeited their game to Springfield. I'm not going to go into the specifics of why, but that's their third forfeit of the season, so they will likely not be coming back to the MFL. You're going to actually see the Week 8 game because that game was actually filmed before Week 7. This whole season was kind of thrown off, so you're going to see that game. That's more than likely their last MFL game. But let's get into the actual good games. Minebake was ejected against Snowington for 3 unsportsmanlike conduct, so Snowington actually gets the win for that. And so I believe Snowington now has 3 wins, and they are actually in the playoff conversation because of that. And that game, that game was filmed a while ago, so we have been waiting for that game to, come up in the schedule and for you all to see that. And then Waynseburgh upset Creeperton in one overtime period. We were making fun of Waynseburgh for winning the toss and taking the ball since it's a college type overtime, but it worked out. It put the pressure on Creeperton even after they missed the 2-point conversion. Put the pressure on Creeperton, and Creeperton just couldn't answer. They threw an incomplete pass. They threw an incomplete pass on 4th down. Right after Waynseburgh had called a timeout. Waynseburgh had called a timeout, and just a millisecond after they called the timeout, Creeperton actually threw a touchdown pass, but it had to be waved off because of the timeout. And so, on 4th down, Creeperton threw it out the back of the end zone, and Waynseburgh basically stole a win, 44-38. And so that helped set up an interesting week in the MFL, Week 8. And then JT City and Newman. Newman should not have won that game. Newman threw... That was probably the worst game Newman has played all season. Up until the 4th quarter. Threw a pick on basically the first play of the game for them, first offense play. Threw a pick 6. It was 16-7 at the half, JT City. And with 2:29 to play in the 4th quarter, JT City went up 37-21 and lost. So Newman scored 18 unanswered points in 2.5 minutes. And the first drive actually took about a minute. And Newman did not make an onside kick. That's the other interesting thing. Newman got the ball right then, scored a touchdown, forced a missed field goal. And on the way to actually score the first touchdown, I think. No. It was the second touchdown after the blocked field goal. They went all the way back to the 5 to throw one basically across the end zone because that's what they felt more comfortable with. JT City tried to jump the route, but due to the physics of Minecraft, that doesn't work, so they didn't get the pick. Newman completed that pass. And, JT City did not have to snap it on the 4th down play, which they threw an incompletion. JT City realized that after the game and fired their head coach. That was the text we got in the group chat that JT City had fired their head coach. So, interesting decision by that. And once again, no stats, but you will get that after this week when we have the regular season stats complete. And the final rankings of the season is we're not going to have one leading into the playoffs. There's really no point. No point in that. Creeperton stays in number 1 even though they lost at 5-2. Newman 2, Springfield 3, Minebake 4, Waynseburgh 5, JT City 6, Snowington 7. I actually forgot to put the record, but they are 3 and 4 as well. And then Grand City at 0 and 7. Yeah, no, it's 10:30 at night, and it's moving incredibly fast. But yeah, just to give you guys an update. So right now it is Tuesday the 25th, and the regular season is actually over. And when you guys actually see Week 8, it will be on Friday the 28th, I believe that day is. It's like the 28th. When you guys actually see in Week 8, we're actually going to be already starting the playoffs of the wildcard games. And then y'all probably see those probably July 2nd or 3rd. Because, I'm going on vacation, so I'm trying to manage all that. So we're actually going to be able to play the wildcard games on Friday before I leave. So then I'm going to get back on like the 7th. And then on the 8th, tentative date, I will release another video confirming this. Tentative on July 8th, we're actually going to live stream the conference championship games. Something we haven't done before. So we're actually going to live stream those games. Unless we feel like we can't get a big enough audience. And so then they would just be released next day. But we really want to give you guys as much time as you can. Or give ourselves as much time as we can before the Creeperton, because then it would be played on that Friday, and I really don't want you guys to see them on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then have a day to react to all the Creeperton nonsense. So, again, tentative date, July 8th. Yes, July 8th. We will be live streaming the conference championship games. I don't think we've actually ever live streamed any other game other than the Creeperton, other than maybe once. I think we tried it in the regular season. But yeah, so y'all stay tuned for an update on that. And then the Western Conference, Creeperton has clinched the 1 seed. No, not yet. Yeah, because the head-to-head tiebreaker, they either need to win or Minebake needs to lose. But pretty good chance Creeperton playing Grand City will clinch. Then Waynseburgh and Snowington, they are currently tied. As you see, those are the conference records next to it. Waynseburgh has the upper hand in that, so if one team wins and the other loses, then the team who wins gets into the playoffs. So that's really the only big playoff factor, is trying to see which one of those two teams makes the playoffs. And in the Power 8, it's already set. Newman will be the 1 seed. Springfield will be the 2 seed. JT City will be the 3 seed. Grand City will obviously not make the playoffs. And in Springfield and JT City's case, Springfield has the better conference record. So if they both end up at 4-4, then the Springfield has the tiebreaker. And so Week 8, we finally get to Newman and Minebake, which should be a fantastic ball game. In fact, I can tell you it was a fantastic ball game, but not in the way you expect. Creeperton at Grand City, Snowington at Springfield, and then Waynseburgh at JT City, which was a pretty interesting game. So we will see you guys for Week 8. I'm trying to think when this is out. This is probably out Friday morning. And so then if you guys are watching this as it premieres or right after Friday morning, then you'll see the games throughout the afternoon. So just pay attention to that. And we will see you guys in Week 8. I believe the first game is Minebake and Newman.